Happy holidays from the Retro Maniac YouTube channel to you all. Well, today I decided to talk about something that I sincerely believe would be the perfect gift for this holiday season. This item in question is the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for a long time I really didn't understand the hype for the Super Nintendo. I thought it was an alright system. I mean, Mario World alone was one of my favorite games. But aside from that, at the time, keep in mind, I didn't have many Super Nintendo games. But then I saw this thing during Black Friday, and I figured, you know what, I'll pick it up because this has many good games on it. And now the Super Nintendo is one of my favorite consoles. The games on here are of the top quality, the pure peak of perfection, the best of the best games that you will ever play on a 16-bit machine. The games included in the system are, as stated on the back of the box here, Contra 3: The Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy III, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby Superstar, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox, Street Fighter II Turbo Hyper Fighting, Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Up, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and Yoshi's Island, plus the never before played or even released Star Fox 2. And on the back of the box, it shows not only the list, but also some of the old artwork for the games. And down here below, it shows some screenshots. So it at least lets you know kind of what you're getting into. But now, let's talk about the system itself. Let's see what this system looks like. This is the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. Now, when I first got it and opened it and finally got around to playing it, I was just shocked at how small this thing is. This thing is quite small, especially for the amount of content on this. I mean, Earthbound alone is a very big game, so I was surprised. But furthermore, the quality of each of these games, you have the ability to change the setting to where you can have it just be the normal game. You can give it a CRT effect to where it looks like it's being played on an old TV, or pixel perfect. And to go on to the system, it looks just like a Super Nintendo. All the little features are here. Everything, including the even eject button. Very neat. And within the box, it not only contains the system, but it also contains two Super Nintendo controllers, the power cord, the HDMI cord, the warranty, and the setup guide. But what's cool about this is that not only does it show you how to set up the system, but also it's a poster featuring some of the main highlights of the system. That being Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Mario Kart, Star Fox, F-Zero, and A Link to the Past. Very neat. I'll have to hang that up in my room at some point. Now, one of the problems I do have, though, are these here controllers. Because, don't get me wrong, the controller itself is really nice, very well built, and feels how I would imagine this would have been fresh out of the box back in 1991. Very nice and well built. Very comfortable. But if there's one thing I don't like, it's the length of this controller. It's really short, which wouldn't be so bad if it was perhaps maybe hooked up in a small bedroom, or something like that. But if you're in a living room, it's not really going to be able to reach to your TV, which is odds are where the system would be because you got to hook it up and all that. But if you're all the way back here on your comfy couch wanting to play the game, it wouldn't be able to reach. Kind of a downer. But there do exist extension cords for these, controllers. There are also third-party controllers. You can find them easily at GameStop. However, one of the other flaws, I guess, really, but it's not entirely a flaw in this modern day and age with these TVs that are HDMI, have HDMI on it. But unfortunately, HDMI is the only option. Meaning if you have an older TV, you're going to have to upgrade. And this isn't the worst. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are ways around it, but in my thoughts, it looks better with a bigger TV. Furthermore, the game selection, while being really good, I didn't really agree with Kirby's Dream Course being on there. It just really didn't seem like the game that I would have chose to be on there. Maybe other people like it, but me personally, I just felt like it could have been a bit better. But I'm sure other people like it, and that's fine. But overall, felt it could have been a bit stronger. But aside from that, this system alone is probably the best system, like plug-and-play system I've ever seen. Now, I know I've talked about this one, but not the NES one. But the NES one, I felt, while being okay, has a bunch of NES games on it that people like and stuff, I felt like they were released so many times to the point where we've all at least played them. But unfortunately, the NES one also, I view it's too much money for games that, while good, they're not exactly the absolute best on the system. But I suppose that would be fine. For the time, I suppose. However, I felt it could have just been stronger, but that's where this comes in. This rectifies the problem I had with the NES one. I don't have that because I wasn't in the mood to spend $50 on it, especially when the games I have are so much better. Because yes, I totally would love to play Ice Climbers, a game that I find very okay. It's very 50-50, just not the best, but you could, I suppose, do worse. Especially if you had an LGN game on there. But that's besides the point. This doesn't have any bad games. And also, you can use save states by hitting the reset button. Or I guess, switch. But yeah, there's not really much else I can really talk about with this system. I mean, you can save up to 4 save states at a time for each game. And the games are good. I want to go more in depth with them. However, that's what a real review is for, which will come back soon. But for the time being, I still don't have the technology at my disposal to really record the screen footage and do all that just yet. But it is coming soon. And tune in next time and I'll show you something that I feel I needed to talk about earlier, but I suppose it's better a bit late than never. And with that said, I'm the Retro Maniac, and I'll see you all next time.